So 2 days to using it, would you say the 3090 was worth it? I'm in the market for one mainly due to the field I work in, and wouldn't mind gaming on it too. I mean, it's great. It's loud, but other than that, it's fine. I would say it's overkill for just gaming only, but for the price I paid for it, anyone would buy it for that price now. So I feel like it's justified. I feel like the price is justified at this point, so we're okay. Ow. Stop breaking the truck! But, Slow Cuz, what I was trying to do was I was trying to make myself safe for a couple of years, at least. And I think I'm safe for a really long time, as far as, like, gaming and streaming is concerned. I don't think I'll have to upgrade for a bit. Now, if anybody wants to sponsor me and throw me something new in a few years, I'll be open to it. But, until then, I'm okay. Yeah, it's fine. We're going to repair it when we get down. I'm not too bad. What number card would you recommend? If you're on one PC and you're streaming and playing games, I mean, you could do it on any 20 series card. If you're wanting to play at the highest quality and stream at the highest quality, I would say 2080 Ti all day long. But you could probably get like a 2070 Super or a 2070 Ti and probably do just as well. You just won't be max graphics for everything. Hi, Him Putty, welcome back. Talk shiz about you now. Did you watch the VOD? Bet you didn't watch the VOD. Because if you watch the VOD, you'll see that I say, "Hey chat, type, don't say mean things about him, Putty. Be quiet. Don't say that kind of stuff just to get you riled up." And you know what? It worked. So you just got trolled by all of us. Lovingly, like you put it earlier. You were lovingly trolled. How was your spooky ghosts? So chat was in on it. They made me look like a douchebag, and I'm okay with it. You may part my 1660 Super back in your backup PC. You can do that. I know you love me. How was that tank damage? Gall, I don't know anymore, dude. The game just wants to damage things when it wants to, so I just let it damage it. I've given up trying to make sense of it. I've given up. But yes, Him Putty, we all appreciate you here. And I didn't talk any smack about you whatsoever. Except for the fact that you couldn't hear us. I thought it was funny. You died only once? I don't hate you, Razorblade. We just don't need deer in the game. Hi, Dotshibbit. Welcome back on PC. Is that you that DM'd me? I have to check DMs on my phone. Because I can't just look up and check it while I'm driving around. It was. Oh, you gave me some cool stuff! Thank you, Dotshibbit. Nice, dude. Thank you. Sweet. Dotshibbit tossed me some Steam game codes to add to my list for giveaways. Exclamation point giveaway, if you're confused. We're 3 subs away from giving away a game. Whether it be a new sub, a resub, or a gifted sub. And then every 10. Yeah, OMIM, he usually gives me quite a bit. That's the first time in a while he's given me some. Super appreciative of it too, man. I used to get codes from like 3 or 4 people. Now, that's the first time I've gotten a code, I think, this year from people. So that's why I've been kind of lax on not giving out codes, because I didn't have any. Speaking of which, I bought a bunch of games a while back. I don't think I ever downloaded them. There was some kind of charity or something, and for $5 you can buy like 2,500 games. And I gave them the $5 and I bought the games, and they gave me a link, and I don't know if the link still works or not. But I would love to download those 2,500 games. Razorblade, you are the deer man from now on. If there's a deer in this game, you're the one being blamed. Sorry. Maybe you shouldn't just go saying things like that out in the middle of nowhere. Das Hibbit's awesome? Is he though? I'm kidding. He's okay. Alright, let's go. Going to go get some more logs. We got get one to the lighthouse keeper and one to the worker's house, and we're done. We got the 2 hardest ones finished with the farm. Ben. I love it, Ben. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the 2 PC setup. And the NDI connection's great. You guys are getting it as soon as I'm doing it. I've noticed when people play on capture cards, they'll talk about the game before it happens on screen. It's a very small window, but you can notice it if you pay enough attention to it. But this is happening. You guys are seeing what I'm doing right now. What's my favorite truck to use right now? It's this one, the Western White Star 4924, whatever it's called. Oh, good gracious. Das Hibbit, thank you! He gave me some more codes, you guys. I got more codes. I have more! I'm growing ever powerful. Just as a heads up, people give me these codes because they're a Humble Bundle subscriber. If you guys are subscribed on Humble and you end up getting some games for a month and you got some extra codes left over and you don't know what to do with them, toss them my way. I'll make sure they get into people's hands. That's where majority of the games come from. And you're also supporting Humble, which is a good site to support. Yeah, Sparkles, the Fleet Star is great, but if it had a better engine, it'd be better than the White Star at this point. But yeah, the Western White Star is great. I don't know why I had to put it in low. It's starting to slip for some reason. I'll get it out of here and pick it back up again. Thank you, Das Hibbit, for the more codes. Yes, it has, and that's made a huge difference so far in this run. Running these logs out. Night Bane this weekend's actually going to redeem a game. Actually going to be a redeemed game. Someone from the community redeemed it. Oh, Nightbane. Hi, Nightbane. Where's Nightbane? Oh, there he is. Yeah, no, Nightbane. Someone redeemed Transport Fever 2. We're playing that this weekend instead. It's either or most of the time. So yeah, someone redeemed that. We're playing that. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good about typing that in there, but I haven't really been on Discord much as far as like typing things. I've been reading Discord and reacting to things, for of course, but I haven't really been in there typing and stuff. I haven't been on the PC much, besides streaming. Well, Sparkles, the reason why I'm running this truck is because it had 4-wheel drive. If I first got this truck and it didn't have 4-wheel drive, I was gonna sell it. I was gonna be like, you trash, get out of here. You trash, boy. It's Transport Fever 2, yes. Yes. It's a traffic, it's a city builder traffic simulator. What you do is you build transport lines for cargo and for people, and you connect different city centers, and it makes the cities grow. And you make money off of the rail lines and the things you put in there. Or you can lose money. It's a management game. Where do you get all the graphics from, like your avatar, etc.? I paid an artist to make me a bunch of emotes. So I reuse a lot of the emotes and some things. But as far as like my notifications, I made those myself. And exclamation point VO is my custom voiceover for my notifications. I got a streamer to make me some custom VOs because her voice is awesome. So like if you were to resub or something, that voice that you hear is her. So no one else has those. And I took her voice and overlaid it over some Lord of the Rings scenes and music and stuff. That way it sounds epic. Because her voice is very regal. You left a coal line going when I went AFK and came back to hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah, I mean, there's ways to cheese the game for sure, but I'm not going to. And I know there's not a lot of people in the category right now, but there's people who enjoy the game. And you can follow categories on Twitch. And I'm sure when we're streaming it, we're going to get some people coming in. You know, if you do this, you'll be able to do that and that a lot better. It's going to happen. I'm like, thanks. Oh no, Dope knows. I understand, but like I'm saying, there's ways to cheese it for sure. Wow, Typhoon, you didn't even spell it right. You've been using it all night. Been using it all night. You're tired? It is past your bedtime for Old Man Typhoon Breezy. Old Man Breezy. You're tired too? I'm tired. I'm not sleepy though, but I'm tired. Typhoon. Oh. I was up till midnight playing SnowRunner, smile. Only midnight? Weak, right? You've had one of those days. How was work, Omayam? I was born tired, or my kids were born and I was tired, yes. I went AFK to cook dinner and my Oni dupes all died. Yep, that'll happen. You know why they died, Dope Nose? They ran out of food. I bet you that's exactly why they died. Gall? Hey, you know what? I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning for work. I used to stream 6 o'clock until 11. Wake up at 5 in the morning, go to work for my full-time job, come home at 4:45, take my dog out, eat dinner, and then stream at 6 o'clock. I did that every day for like 2 years or more. My days I had zero time to do anything, and some days I was just like, psh. That's how I had to do it though, man. I've always been under the belief that you have to stream at least 4 hours in order for your content to actually matter, because you got to be in the category for some period of time. Four is like the sweet spot. 8's like ideal, but maybe not all in one category. It's good to mix it up every once in a while. You got called out by the Squire. Sometimes the Squire calls out people to say hi. You used to go for walks at 5. You did. Get to listen to a psychologist try and teach a bunch of people how to emotionally connect to people calling in. Oh, yeah? Nice. Emotionally connect. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that. I'll help you in any way possible. 4 hours total daily or 4 hours each session? Each session. Every time you stream. I honestly believe 4 hours is like where you should be. Because if you do if you think about streaming 2 hours, let's use that as an example. So it takes 15 minutes to pop up in your follower notifications. It takes you about 30 minutes to get started in the game. And then, after an hour, hour and a half, what progress have you made in the game that you're playing? You haven't. You've, like, started the game up and you've moved, like, 1 or 2 things in your game. And that's it. And then you pack it up and you end. And that's not... 3 hours, I would say, is kind of the limit. But I think 4 is the sweet spot. Because you actually get in, you spend some time in the category... You have time to be seen and be rated by people. People actually get to come in. You cover some time zones. If you're only doing 2 hours, you're only covering your time zone during that time window, and you're not going to get anybody coming in. One storm last winter, I got a call at 9:15 for a 10 p.m. start. Was working in a storm till 11, and I had to empty the truck for shift change at noon. Yep. I don't doubt that one bit. When I used to work at a gas station, I was working stupid hours. They were going through a restructuring. They were firing people, and I was a floating manager. And they were like, hey, I need you to open store 115 or whatever, and I need you to be there until noon. I was like, okay, cool. I go to that store, 11 o'clock. Hey, by the way, at 1, we need you at store number 97. You need to work the mid shift until 7. All right, that's cool. So now I'm working like 12 hours or something. 15 hours. 6 o'clock. By the way, we just fired the manager over at 61. I need you to go close that store tonight. Cool. So I'm driving to that store to close it for the night. I got like a ring of keys on me from the regional manager. I'm able to open any store I want. And I'm just popping around. I was making $7.50 an hour. And when I got my paycheck, my overtime was double my regular time. Like, I get paid, like, what, $280 for the week or whatever. My overtime was, like, $600. And I was just like, hell yeah. I was happy about that back then. I'm no good. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for hanging out. They did floating managers like that? Oh, yeah, of course. I was the only reliable one. And the person, the regional manager... her job interview was the most memorable job interview of my life, and I thought she did it so well. Because here's what she did. I walked into the building, she introduced herself. Hi, I'm Tammy. Blah, 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 blah. Talk. Ask you questions, this and that. What's your strengths, what's your weaknesses, blah, 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 blah. She said, oh, one last question before you go. Yeah, what's that? What did I tell you my name was again? I'm sorry, what? What was my name? Oh no. Oh no. And I sat there and I was just like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. And she was like, it's okay. It's Tammy. Have a good day. And I went home thinking, well, I'm not getting this job. But that was such a powerful thing to ask somebody. And I was just like, whoa. She asked me if I remembered her name. I was like, no, I don't remember your name at all. I'm so sorry. But I guess it was because of my honesty. Because some people were like, yeah, I think I remember. Hold on. But I was just like, whoa. She literally asked me that. I was a senior assistant store manager at a Blockbuster, making the big bucks back then, $9.25. Yeah. That's why one of the first things I do in an interview is I write down my interviews' names on a notepad. That's the first time and only time it's ever happened to me. And when I was working at Dollar General as a manager, I did that to people. You wear a name tag by default, but I would take the name tag off. I'm like, hi, my name's Terahdra. It's nice to meet you guys. Blah 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 blah. At the end of the interview, I'm like, okay, final question, no pressure. Do you remember what my name was? And they'd be like, oh, did you even tell me your name? Yep, I sure did. Das Hibbit, it's always close, my friend. It's always close. But yeah, that was wild. That was when I was... How old was I back then when I worked at the gas station? 18, 19 years old? That was back when I was a hobbyist numismatist. I used to collect coins. I collected pennies and silver pennies and stuff. Or silver, like, dollars and whatnot. You're gonna start doing that, Dope Nose? Good luck, dude. You got it. That's gotta be the first thing you tell people. Hi, my name's so-and-so. Nice to meet you. Come on, let's do the interview. Do the interview and then say one last question. Do you remember what my name was? You will floor people. You love collecting coins? So when I worked at the gas station, it was really easy to collect coins because they just came at you. People would just give you change, and they would have you'd be able to spot a silver quarter, a silver nickel, a silver dime. So I started collecting when I was doing that, and I remember somebody came in. They were you can tell when people are down bad or like addicted to drugs or something like that. Someone was rough, and they came in. They bought a 40, and they gave me a roll of dimes. And that roll of dimes was all Mercury head dimes from the 19-teens. And I was just like, yep, I'm going to grab a $5 bill out of my wallet and slip it into this register and take this roll of coins, and I'm putting it in my pocket. I'm buying these dimes, just a heads up. I'm buying these dimes. Manager's like, okay. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, oh my M, you look at the edges. How rare are those? 20 years ago, they probably weren't as rare as they are now. So banks are requested, they're required to take old money like that and put it off to the side because it gets scrapped by the mints. And apparently that just was overlooked. I don't have that anymore. I sold it a while back. I sold those for probably 30 cents a piece. And if you think of $5, 50 of them at 30 cents, or 30 cents a piece was like 15 bucks or something. So I made 3 times on it back then. But silver was worth a whole lot more. At one point, silver was worth more in weight than the coins were worth. It's like a quarter. A quarter is not a quarter ounce of silver. It's like 0.234 or something like that of fine silver. And it got to where silver prices was making that worth like almost $1, or even more than that, because silver prices were skyrocketing once upon a time. You've been driving Class B trucks since it was 21. Man, it's been over a decade. That's crazy. It's gone. When you think about it, dude, you're like, man, I've been doing it for so long. It's insane. But yeah, I've got. I actually show. I don't have them on me right now. But I have a jar of zinc pennies from the 40s during the war. I have a whole jar full of them. And I got a couple that have like things missing off of it. I want to go somewhere and get them appraised. Because I know they're worth money. Some of them have to be worth money. Silver dollars are cool. Back when I was collecting coins, the Morgan dollar was a big collection thing. I wasn't interested in that. I was interested in pennies. The 1909, the first year that had the wheatbacks. The artist's initials were on the back of the coin. SVB? 1909 S. It's either SVCB or just SVB or something like that. But it has his initials at the bottom of the coin. And those were worth a lot of money. But I didn't know about... I was still really new and I was cleaning coins. And apparently you're not supposed to clean coins. So I screwed up the value of that one. They're really not as rare as you think, oh my am. They're all over the place on eBay. VDB, that's what it is. Oh, SVDB was minted in the San Francisco Mint. So yeah, SVDB is what I was thinking of. That's the rarest of them because that mint doesn't exist anymore. That mint stopped producing, I think, in the 50s or 60s. But the most valuable penny is the 1955 double die. There's some interesting pieces of that. Yeah, Gull, for sure. It's all zinc coated stuff now. Yeah, it didn't run that much, for sure. But yeah, the SVDB is the rarest of those pennies back in 1909. And I've got Indian head pennies from like the 1890s. I got one from like 1900 and something. And my grandmother, the one who passed away recently, she was a nurse at the hospital. And she used to buy sodas for a nickel in the little vending machine that was at the hospital. And she remembers when she went to the bank to get a roll of nickels, there is a rare buffalo nickel where the buffalo only has 3 legs. And she remembers cracking one of the rolls open, looking, seeing that the buffalo had 3 legs, saw that her entire roll had it, put it in her pocket, put it in her shelf. She's had those coins in the roll for her entire life. As in a misprint? Yeah. So, Typhoon, the way they used to strike coins, the coins used to be cut by a planchet, then they were stamped with the thing. And after a while stamping coins, parts would wear out. That's where you get your missing pieces at on the coins. And the leg wore out on that punch. So a lot of those buffaloes only had 3 legs. You just like the moon on it? Yeah. The dollar coin, that's the one that's got Eisenhower on it, right, Gall? I always remember he has a big forehead. Yeah. Those are big coins. They also get the moon on it, too. The moon and an astronaut, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of space on those coins to add things. The world's most valuable penny, 1943D bronze cent. Well, yeah, but those are like those are a myth for the most part. There's only like 1 or 2 that exist, and a lot of people try to copy them. Yeah, a lot of people like to take the 1948 penny and cut off the 8 to make it look like a 3, and they try to sell it all the time. And you can spot that if you zoom in far enough on the coin. But yeah, a lot of people fake those coins. But the 1955 double die, I think in 1972 there was a silver or a steel penny. And then yeah, 43 had the rare copper penny. But 55s, there was a lot of 55s, and the 55s are beautiful. If you ever look at a 1955 double die, those will blow your mind. It looks like you're seeing double. Like they were struck very poorly, but they were struck very well at the same time. Moon and a Liberty Bell. That's right. That's right. Moon and Eagle and the normal. It's been a long time since I've seen those dollars. Those things were big. I remember my grandpa used to give me those for my birthday. He's like, here's $1. And it's like, good God, this thing's heavy. It was like the size of my hand when I was a kid. I was like, you expect me to carry this thing around? Yeah, Das Hibbit. You mean like in person? Because there's a lot of pictures online of it. Any of the rare coins I only buy PCG graded and sealed. Oh, you buy coins like that? Cool, dude.